Hello, my scrappy friends. How are we all today? Welcome back to Nat Scraps. I am Natalie Koenig and I am a close to my heart maker. Today we are working on, hit me in the comments and tell me what layout we're up to, guys, because I've actually lost count. We're doing a layout with the Grizz Bear, that we know. I have completed most of these layouts now, and I believe this is the last one that will go up. After this, there will be a share with some layouts that are not quite what I think needs a whole process video. I've got 3 or 4 layouts left, and I will also share what's left over of my kit after I had created all these layouts. So I hope you guys will hit the like and the subscribe and get notified, all those lovely things that you do to find all of the upcoming videos. So I don't have a lot left. A lot of stuff has already been cut up. I am making the most of that beautiful leafy paper that you can see there, and I'm making it look like I have a whole lot more of it than what I do by cutting a strip from the top and the bottom. And eventually, when I figure out what I'm all up to, I'm going to run some photos down through the middle of those pages. I've gutted my black. I believe we end up on not gutted black, that we end up on some solid black because of those photos that run down the center. Here we go, we're getting those photos on there. This does also end up as a 2-page, not a 1-page. Now, if you've watched some of my other videos, those banners went on, those banners came off, those banners went on, those banners went off. So we're trying to use those banners, and I do succeed this time in using the banners up. I'm kind of placing them along the bottom, realize I've got lots left, and that I'll be able to run them across the other page. So I've just brought out a few more photo placemats. I'm going to clear up a little bit of my mess because yes, there is just a smidge of the mess left. And a smidge, I say a smidge, it's an absolute horror story there. There is stuff everywhere. You've noticed very much, I'm sure by now, that I'm not a very neat crafter at all. So here we go, and that's going to help me at the end of this layout, and when I have to make the last few tiny layouts, because I've already organized my scraps there. And I'm just cutting pieces now to match that page that I've already started, and that will leave me ready to make that second page. And this is where I'll probably swap out the gutted black cardstock and replace it with some solid black. The other thing that I will note is that it's very unusual for me to do something on black. So I like craft, I like white, I like the creams. Mink is becoming one of my favorites, but it's unusual for me to do something on a solid black background. So this is a nice change, and even though it is a autumn and you don't think autumn would go with black, I think it really works well in the end. Let me know if you think the same. Let me know if you think I should have done it on a craft background or a dark mocha maybe. I'd love to hear what you would think, or whether you think that the black is okay. So here I've worked out where my center is going to run, and I've moved down. So I'm putting 4x4 photos in from the 6-inch center, I've moved down 2 inches and running those along a line there. Popping the bottom and the top off, and this is pretty self-explanatory here, getting things organized. Now that does look a little bit small up the top. I think I'm going to come back and adjust that, because right now it looks like I'm out by a little bit, but we'll see. It looks right here where I'm sitting looking at the finished layout, but maybe not. I'm pausing, having a little look. What have I done, guys? There's something awry here because I am in fixed mode. Okay, and we're doing exactly the same on the opposite side. What have you guys thought of this series? Have you liked it? Have you followed on along and watched all of them? Or have you just caught one or two that are your favorites? There's been some really simple layouts in this series. I don't know if you guys like that. Please, if you do or you don't, the only way I know is if you let me know. If you like to share something that you have created with the crisp air layout, please feel free to pop over to my Facebook page. I always link my Facebook page in the description below, and you can find the video and comment on there and put a photo up, or you could also just put a photo up in there. Most of the time I leave it open for people to comment in there. That page also shows what workshops I'm doing, what specials I have, and there are always some wonderful specials that Close to My Heart have. So I encourage you to head over to the Close to My Heart website and check those out. Okay, so we nearly have all of these little strips on, and that is 90% of the way there. We just need to do a little bit of embellishing and all the finer little details. One of the things I'll note is that orange strip on the bottom and the top of the page has been purposely left a little bit shorter and overlaps the printed leaf paper. So I haven't got it that it's going right to the edge or things like that. And I did that on purpose. Okay, so I'm adding foam tape now to the back of all those banners and making sure they're all popped up nice. Oh, excuse the yawn, guys. I'm not going to go back and edit all this out. I just don't have time today, so that awful yawn's going to stay in there. And I am so sorry. It's a long day today of editing and getting the final voiceovers ready and trying to get these videos out so that I am getting myself organized for September, because September is going to be an awesome month, and definitely stay tuned because there's lots of fun things coming. It does feel like I started this series weeks and weeks and weeks ago. For me, it's just been a long time getting it to here. You see, I've just hand drawn in a little string that those banners are hanging from, and then I'm just putting some tiny little loops at the top of each banner as if they've got two little strings holding those banners to the string. Now I'm bringing in some of the leaves that are left over from the sticker sheet up into the top left hand corner, and we are going to embellish a few of those. We'll put a few of those embellishments there, I should say. The one thing that I did have trouble with is the little circle up in that corner. I wanted something to put a little date or a little label or something on up there, and I did a fuss around with that for a little while. I put one circle on and I didn't like it, and then so I took it off and put a different one on. So yeah, it was a little bit of fussing with the circle that finally did end up in that corner. Here you can see my first iteration of a circle, and I kind of went, yeah, just doesn't look right. I added a tiny little bit of the sticker across the top of it, trying to embellish it a little bit more there. And I did add a little bit of sticker down in the bottom there, just randomly on one of those banners. Not sure. So I've turned that upside down, that half circle, and I'm still looking at it, and I'm really not overly happy with it. So I do change that again shortly. Here I'm using some of those beautiful enamel dots that are in this kit. So there's hearts and stars and circle dots, and they are glittery and so pretty. So I'm just sprinkling them around in places, and you can see I still got quite a few on the sheet. So I could always go back to some of my other layouts and sprinkle a few more of these around because I was left with lots and lots of them. There, I've got my enamel dots on, and you can see there we jumped because I actually put a full circle on, and then I still wasn't happy with that, so I cut it down to like a banner, and I'm pretty sure that's going to get ripped off now, and then I will come in with another like half circle or circle. Everything I did sort of up there looked either too bulky or not quite bulky enough. So I'll pop that light brown one in there, and that is the end of this layout, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for sticking through this and watching to the end. I appreciate every time that you do. Thank you for all your comments, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.